Coming up on tonight's Pull Up Podcast show, it's Val the Voice Johnson, your producer and somewhat frequent co-host. 2025, wow, what a year. And 2026 is about to be in the mix. Something that Coach Tony would say, being a DJ and all. Well, before we say goodbye to 2025, whoo, child, we got to talk about one of the most intense Sunday night games ever. Well, for me, that is. How did my Chicago Bears fare against the San Francisco 49ers? And what did the last play tell us about the Bears as a team going into the NFL playoffs? Plus, we'll be discussing our favorite the top 3 episodes of 2025 with the Pull Up Podcast show, and maybe some honorable mentions. It's the producer's pick. The conversations, the moments, everything that defined our year of 2025. All that and more coming up on the Pull Up Podcast show, which is starting right about now.
It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Bounce the voice and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. I said bounce the voice and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast.
Hey everyone, it is the Pull Up Podcast show and Pull Up Podcast family. It is episode 415. And as we wind down the final days of 2025, on behalf of myself and Coach Tony, we want to wish you a very happy new year. 2026 is coming, isn't it? And of course, for you all who celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a very merry one. And then, of course, for folks that are celebrating Kwanzaa, I hope you are having a very meaningful and powerful celebration. That's right. Teach the babies, teach the kids, let them know about Kwanzaa. Now let's get into it, because right now I'm going to be reading, because this is Coach's lane, and I'm stepping all on his lane. Let me get here. Here we go. All right. The Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers, they gave us one of the most competitive games of Week 17. It was just kept going back and forth. That song from Cameo just kept coming in my head, back and forth and forth. I'm old school. I mean, score for score and momentum that just kept swinging nearly every drive. One team would score, another score would answer. I mean, it was going back and forth, and the game stayed tight for most of the night. And I'll be honest, I tried to get some work done, but I couldn't. It was too good of a game. San Francisco eventually edged the Bears late, pulling away in the fourth quarter. But what stood out to me was the fight of the Bears. Yeah, we were not trying to let it go. And that final drive, that was not panic. That was belief. And let me think about it. Let me read this because I don't want to mess this up. Caleb Williams connected on a key 14-yard pass to wide receiver Luther Burden III. And that was the one that happened late in the game, and it was part of the push to the goal line before time expired. Just think about it. If time didn't expire, was the Bears about to beat the 49ers in their house? What? And that pass was critical in keeping the Bears alive late in the fourth quarter. And credit to the 49ers, because I got no issues with the 49ers. Brock Purdy stayed composed, the offense stayed disciplined, and the defense showed up when it mattered the most on those final plays. And around the league on Week 17, and I'm only going to touch a couple of games because I watched some of them, but I didn't watch all of them. But here we go. The Green Bay Packers, I had to check it out. After losses to us the week before and the Baltimore Ravens this week, they now slide into wild card territory, and the divisions across the AFC and the NFC are all nearly locked heading into this final week 18 with the NFL. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, they kept momentum rolling with a gritty 23-17 win over the Colts. With that win now closes the door for any hopes that Indy had for their season to continue. C.J. Stroud put the Houston Texans, and I've been checking them out because I got family down in Houston. He put his team on cruise control with nearly 2 early touchdowns and sealing Houston's third straight postseason appearance and knocking the Chargers off their AFC West title chase. Yikes. And Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, they led and they held off a late Buffalo rally in a 13-12 thriller. Philly's defense coming up huge, locking in their playoff spot and setting up week 18 for the seeding battles. That's a low score, 13-12. Come on, y'all. But like I said, Coach Tony, he is the professional when it comes to this. And all I could say is I am so excited as the final week of the season gets geared up. And as we head into January and into the new year, it's all about the playoffs, and it's all about who will be the two teams that will meet in the Super Bowl in 2026. We'll be right back right after this.
Are you a small business owner looking to grow? Introducing the KeySpot mobile app. I'm Cynthia McAllister, owner of the IT company Quality SAP. Since 2016, we have been supporting small businesses and help them promote and share their businesses, services, and events across the country. KeySpot is more than just an app. We are a network providing community. KeySpot, connecting communities and supporting small businesses.
Welcome back to the Pull Up Podcast Show. And this is Val the Voice Johnson. I had to take some notes on this. Our top 3, I was going to make it 5. I was going to make it 10, but I said, no, let's just keep it to 3. And these are my favorite shows that I produced. Coach probably has a whole nother list, but we're not going to get to that. My third favorite episode that I produced was Game Recognized Game. It was our fan appreciation show at the end of season 2. And this was back in March. We had some great guests on, Coach Justin, Melissa. It was just a wonderful, great group of folks. And of course, the fan appreciation show is something that came from Coach Tony's brainchild. And we had so much fun with that episode, we ended up making it a promo. Check this out here.
Talk to me. Who you got?
I mean, just look at the lineup on the Millennials. You got Steph Curry, best 3-point shooter in of all time. Matter of fact, we got Kevin Durant, KD, Slim Reaper, one of the best players, We got Harden, Joker, and of course, LeBron James, the GOAT of basketball himself. And, he's the all-time leading scorer, brings teams from the bottom all the way to the top. Without him, I mean, man.
I'm going to answer that in a
What would
minute.
basketball even be?
I'm going to give you that in a minute. But, okay, Coach Justin, what you got?
Man, it's tough. I'm thinking about it. Magic is going to be AI. Jordan is going to be Kobe. Shaq is going to get the edge on Hakeem Olajuwon. Tim Duncan is going to get the edge on Charles Barkley. Larry may have the edge. Millennials, I got to X out the Millennials just because they have James Harden on there. If they might replace him with someone else that I could think of, I probably would pick the Millennials over everybody.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. podcast. It's the pull up podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the pull up podcast. It's the pull up.
Isn't that a fun promo? That was from the fan appreciation show earlier this year in March. What a fun time we had recording that. Game Recognized Game. That was one of my favorite titles for that too. And then of course, Coach Tony loves when a lot of the engagement happens in the chat. And then of course, when he gets text messages, especially from friends of his. A lot of his friends that he's known for decades were a part of our fan appreciation show. We have our fan appreciation show coming up in the new year. If you guys want to be a part of that, make sure that you go ahead and reach out to us either on IG at the Pull Up Podcast Show or right here on our YouTube channel. Number 2, the father-son hoops. Little Tone joins Coach Tony to talk 2026 NBA draft. Oh, that just happened. That's episode 410. Coach Tony is so very proud. This past December, his son graduated with his BA in Mass Communications from Middleton, Tennessee State University. He's so proud of him. But of course, here's a proud papa moment that I'd love to share with you guys. Here it is.
One big thing about it, man, something that I can say I'm proud of. I'm glad because for those that don't know, I really didn't have that dad figure in my life. I never even talked about that on my podcast. So to have my son with me and all that, and my brother, who ain't with us tonight, Mike D, couldn't make it on tonight because, Uncle Mike wanted to get at you tonight as well.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But to have you and little Mike with us and hit the road and go to your first NCAA tournament in Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
See the Butler Bulldogs you fell in love with in Duke. What do you think about the Boozer twins, man, that are down in Duke? Because Carlos played for the Bulls. I'm a down fan. There'd never be another squad. Always got the number one merchandise. But what are your comments on the Boozer twins? Because Cameron is a beast.
Oh, yeah.
He just put up a couple dubs like his old man, and he projected to be top 5 right now.
Oh yeah, no. They been nice. Even in high school, I forgot what high school they went to, but they real good. I forgot which one, but during AAU season, they put up good numbers too.
Oh yeah, they was balling at AAU.
But they been balling out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Carlos Boozer, he was a part of my favorite team. I think that was 2009 or whichever. I think it was Sam Joakim Noah. Yeah, they had a team at that time too. So I think they got potential to really ball out and just really meet the standards.
Yeah, I think so. And I love Carlos, man. Carlos, all that. He was that secondary blue collar worker once we got past Dennis Rodman. So shout out to them boys right there. Hit the front of Slam magazine, hit the front of ESPN. They're the talk of the town. Now, baby boy, I think he's got to come back, I think, because I think Cam is shining so much. I think the baby boy is going to come back a little bit. But
I can agree with that. But I feel like they probably won't try to go one and done. I think Cameron for sure, man. They've been balling out. Even have you seen? I think Kanye Anthony the other day he had a good game.
Oh, I love. He is
Anthony's son too.
Melo Jr. for sure.
Wow, welcome back. Wasn't that fun? And that's so wonderful to be able to tap your son and say, come on the show. We trained Tony Jr. on one of our shows earlier in the season, and he did such a great job. I knew it was wonderful that Coach was like, I want to have him back on. And of course, because they both love basketball and was talking about it, I says, okay, well, this is something you could definitely check on out. I have 2 honorable mentions before I get to number 1. And one of my honorable mentions is Coach of the Year, Diane Richardson's winning formula at Temple. Wow, what a wonderful conversation. And just kind of learning the background of Coach Richardson just really inspired me. Corporate to a D1 school. And here's the thing. She has very sage advice for some of her players as well as everyone else. Take a listen.
different. Did you find out that the lessons that you were learning early on in basketball from coach, especially when she pulled you out on that practice situation, started to really kind of mold who you were going to be in college?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The things that I learned in being a student athlete, the discipline and, like you said, the precision with what you do, and then the teamwork, and then feeling like you are contributing to something. And
Right.
I carried that on all the way through. To this day, one of my pet peeves is tardiness. So I don't tolerate that at all. But, because, if you were late to practice, you had to run.
Yeah, you got to run. Hey, I still do it today.
That's right. And if your teammate late, all of y'all got to run.
And they think I'm joking. I said it all the time, Coach. I put that clock on, and I don't say, you know what else make me mad? I know you don't deal with it. I'm on the high school side. Is when they come in the gym and they get dressed, and then you see them on the sideline on their phone and talking. I don't say nothing. I just wait to tell them who's ready to play and who's not.
Right. It is, just so many things I learned with being an athlete. Again, the teamwork and pushing yourself a little bit more, one more, pushing yourself a little bit more. And that helped me in the next step in my career, just pushing a little bit more. You got a little bit more in you, and overcoming the adversity, playing against teams that they say they're going to kick your butt. But if you get yourself together, you got to knock them off. Just having that belief in yourself and that confidence too.
Great conversation with Coach Richardson of Temple University. And I'm glad she took out time to speak with Coach about her program and definitely the things that have inspired her as a coach and what she looks forward to in players. Another honorable mention before we get to number one is Walter Jordan. From Purdue legend to mentor. And of course, he's also someone who is coming into the podcasting game, as well as he is an author. He signed a book and Gracefully Broken, and he sent it to Coach Tony. And Coach Tony featured that on his IG, which was wonderful. But our conversation with Walter Jordan was very inspirational.
So how did and you get there? Because you played for Coach who was the coach?
Fred Shouts.
I was right before Coach Katie came in and all that. When did you realize at Purdue and in the Big Ten, when you start getting that notoriety, that you start saying, I think I may be able to play at the next level?
Well, I was just really working, man. I had my head down the grind. I accepted that invoice. I was paying that invoice, and we were grinding, and we were grinding. We had Wayne Walls, another freshman, Eugene Parker, and myself. We all came in together. Mike White from Peoria, Illinois. We all four came in together, and we worked, man. We bonded, man. And hats off to my upperclassmen, because they accepted us as freshmen. Came as a freshman. You start 3 freshmen, and that Purdue team had just won the NIT the year before. So it wasn't like they were slouch.
Right.
So to come into Purdue in the first Big Ten game, home game, we played Michigan State with Terry Furlow. And those guys, Terry Furlow, those guys don't know. He's unbelievable. God rest his soul. But the first Big Ten game, I scored 28 points in my first Big Ten game as a freshman.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I realized, okay, and coaches put the ball in my hand and said, yeah, we need him to score. He can score. And so that became my shot. Was I can get my shot off on anybody, and that really helped me.
Man, that's absolutely incredible. And like you said, you talking about a tough Big Ten. So, you going in as a freshman, you got Eugene, these guys respecting you. And at that time, you were still growing.
Yes. I came in 6'5", Tony. I left at 6'8". And that ain't God. But it's just a situation, man, where stuff started happening in your life, and then you start to realize who's really in control. It's not your plan, it's God's plan. And I thank God that I was humble enough to never have that entitlement attitude, because I was one of those guys that knew I had to work. I wasn't that type of guy, Tony, that could take 2 or 3 days off and then go to the gym and hit buckets. I had to constantly get my timing on, get my groove on, and work. I couldn't do it. Some guys, just naturally, they can take a week off and come out and get you 30. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Right, man. I tell you.
Glad you guys like that. Oh my gosh. Walter Jordan and then, of course, Coach Diane Richardson are two honorable mentions. If there was like a top 5, they would be 4 and 5 in no particular order. But our number one, the one that I had fun producing and was totally blown away that Coach had been working on getting this person here, from courtside to CEO. It was our LeVar Ball episode. What I found so fascinating about this is when someone's done reality television, and of course they've gotten their sons into the NBA, a lot of times people like to go negatively after people. And for myself and Coach Tony, that's not us at all. And he was very pleased with our interview as he let us know and let Tony Cole and Travis, who work alongside of the LeVar Big Baller brand. I think that's the whole of it right there. But of course, there was some funny things that were being said. It's one of our favorite moments from that episode. Here we go.
Stop believing what these folks are telling you. Stop believing the BS. Stop believing all this other stuff. You know what I mean? There is nothing that is in our SKU line of merchandise that's just a quick hit. If you got anything from Triple B, I don't care from a t-shirt to whatever, the quality of the merchandise that you get is quality stuff, period. We're not giving you stuff that's just out of the wholesale rack. I promise you that. And if you get a pair of shoes.
Yo, hold on one second, man. I got some news, some breaking news that I'm about to put on your show. Coach Tony. Breaking news. You're going to be the first one to hear it, and you'll hear more.
Hold on, Slim. Let me set up. Hey, we got some breaking news right here on the Pull Up Podcast show with Coach Tony. LeVar, take it away. Give us that shit.
Triple B's retail store coming soon.
Y'all heard it right here. First on the Pull Up Podcast show. Triple B retail store coming right here. And LeVar, I'm gonna look cold as hell on some of them slides. Cause I like, if I'm hooping, hey, I'm on that golf course. I may wear them. I may get somebody to take me a picture of me wearing them Triple B's on the golf course, man. That's a new lane for you.
Come on. Hey, look at Travis. He already in the golf outfit,
yeah,
right?
He look like he just came off.
LeVar already got it. You ain't see him on the website. We got the polos. We got it, baby.
Oh man, yeah, I got it.
Nico, do me a favor. Get his sizes in his shoes and his shirt and take care of him for me.
That means, hey, Coach, we gonna get you a care package. That's what we gonna get you.
Hey, LeVar, I'm about to become part of the family anyway. I'm already in the family. Hey, LeVar, y'all done jumped me in already. So I'm in there.
Goodness, I heard the buzzer. And that's going to do it for this episode of the Pull Up Podcast Show. 4:15. This episode is in the books. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, I am so hyped. Did you guys love the segments on our favorite top 3 episodes of 2025? Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I had a blast producing them, reaching out to our guests, and of course, Coach Tony just attracting everyone to the platform. That charisma, it's irresistible. I know it. And of course, as we head into the final week of the NFL season, week 18, everything is set. The playoff picture, the seeding races, what else? Also, the wild cards. Yep, all of that is happening. So join us next week live with Coach Tony, the professional. They'll let you know for promotional purposes only which teams that you should keep your eyes on in the playoff race all the way to the 2026 Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. Well, on behalf of myself and Coach Tony, we want to wish you guys a very happy and prosperous new year. Coach Tony, he had the night off. He deserves it. My hat's off to you, my brother. And so I'm Val the Voice Johnson. This is the Pull Up Podcast Show. We'll see you next week. Peace.
It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Bounce the voice and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. I said bounce the voice and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. Kev is the engineer. Val is the one you hear. Hey, Coach Tony got the sports show. Let's go. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. I said Kev is the engineer. Val is the one you hear. Hey, Coach Tony got the sports show. Let's go. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. Hey. Let's go.